So I've been asked a couple times recently on my Sony FX6 rig. I figured for this video, I'm just gonna give you a rig build on what do I use for the type of work that I do. And the work that I typically do a lot of is events. So I'm gonna be giving you an FX6 event rig breakdown. Now, this is the second time that I am filming this video because I don't have a B camera, so I'm using my iPhone right now. So if you can tell the big difference between the image quality on my videos, I'm sorry, but the first time I recorded this video, the audio on my phone was not working. So now I'm using a lavalier and it's connected to my FX6. So it's kind of somewhat already built out, but just ignore everything, I'm gonna explain it. So let's just get right into the video. So this is the FX6. So already, as you can tell on the camera, it's already somewhat rigged out because I need power to use this lavalier. So how I'm getting that power is this Tilta V-mount plate right here. Now, my V-mount battery of choice is going to be this NeoCore Hyperpower battery. This is a great battery. It comes with an LCD screen, so you're able to see how much battery life you have left. And that's why I love it. You can't go wrong with that. Another V-mount battery that I typically do use as well is this Moment 99 Pro V-mount battery. Now, I got the Pro version because, again, it comes with the LCD screen, and I just like my V-mount batteries to come with LCD screens because I think they're a little bit easier for me to be able to tell how much battery that I have left. So this one is smaller. If you're wondering which one would I recommend, I do like the NeoCore a lot better because it charges faster. But this one, it does get the job done and it does last a good time. But when it comes to charging, this thing takes forever to charge. But if you're gonna get this, get the Pro version because it has the LCD screen if you care about that. Next thing on my rig is going to be this cold shoe mount. As you can tell right here, it holds my Rode wireless lavalier microphone. Before, I would just have it dangling off right here and it just didn't look good and it just wasn't working out for me. So I have it hanging right there. It's mounted. As you can tell if I undo it, you see it's mounted right there. It's a small rig cold shoe mount. I had a bunch of these when I had the Black Magic. So I got the idea of, man, why don't I just mount it right there? Now, if you're wondering how come I don't have a Tilta top plate, it's because I just don't want it, and I don't really think for the type of rig that I have, I just don't need it. Next thing that I add is going to be the side grip. Now, I honestly like the side grip. It's quite comfortable and I use it all the time. I use it more than I ever use the top handle, if I'm being completely honest with you. It goes onto the side just like that. Then you take this wire, you run it through the back, and it connects just like that. Now, I got a fully functional and comfortable side grip. Next thing I add is going to be the monitor. Now, whenever I use cinema lenses, I don't ever use this monitor because I don't need it. I only use it now whenever I want touch to focus, but once I start using more cinema glass, I'm not gonna use this. But for now, I use it and it goes on the back just like this. And the reason why I have it towards the back is just more comfortable for me. I like it. It's out my way whenever I don't want to use it, and you'll see why in a minute on why I put it there. Next thing is going to be my monitor. Now, this is a monitor extension arm by Nisi Rig. Now, it doesn't come with all this. Let me take this off so you can see what it actually comes with. This is the extension arm that I'm using. Before, I had a small rig magic arm, and I didn't like it at all. It wasn't good, and it didn't give me that long enough extension that I needed whenever I mounted my monitor. So now what's actually cool about this Nisi Rig extension arm is it comes with a cold shoe plate right here, and in a minute, you're gonna see what I use it for. Now, also before I forget to mention, I also purchased this little extension as well on Amazon. This does not come with the Nisi Rig. You have to buy this separately, and it was about $2. Just so I can get extra clearance because I wanted just a little bit more clearance for my monitor, and it just screws into the Nisi Rig just like this. Again, it was only like $2 on Amazon, so if you need it, this is a good option. Then it slides in just like this, and then you tighten it down, and boom. And if you want to, you're also able to swivel it up and down however you want, and that's why I like that as well. And I typically like to mount it right in the front of my top handle, just like you typically would if you're using the viewfinder that comes with the Sony FX6. Next is going to be this cold shoe mount that actually came with my monitor. Now, I like this one a lot because I'm able to tilt it up and down without having to unscrew anything. And what's good, it also comes with the cold shoe mount, so I can take it and I slide it right on top of the Nisi Rig just like that, and then I screw it in. Boom, now it's in there and it's looking just like this. So with that being installed, next is going to be the monitor. The monitor that I use, if you don't know by now, is the Atomos Shinobi 5-inch monitor. It's a good monitor, it gets the job done. So with this monitor, I actually mount it upside down and I just flip the screen whenever I'm using it. So it goes on just like this, slides on, it clips, and now my monitor is able to move up and down, tilt side to side, and I keep my monitor facing just like this because this is more comfortable for me and I enjoy it a lot. And this is exactly why I have the extension, because now I'm able to get it out, separate it a little bit more, because before it was hitting the top handle right here and I was getting no clearance whatsoever. But now with the extension, I'm given clearance to mount it just like this. So yeah, that works perfect for me. Next thing is going to be cables for this. So right here, I use a dummy battery for the monitor because the Atmos Shinobi monitors, they drink power. So you're gonna need a dummy battery and run it to the V-mount plate. So this is a Andy Cine dummy battery. I got on Amazon for I think $26. Goes in like this, goes to the back of the camera, and you run the D-tap right into the V-mount tilt-a-plate. Next thing is going to be this HDMI wire. Now, the Atmos Shinobi does not have SDI, which kind of sucks, so I have to use HDMI. But if you're gonna use HDMI, I recommend that you get an ultra thin, just so your wire is more thinner and you don't have to worry about cable management being all clunky and all over the place. As you can tell right now, my cable management does not look the prettiest, but again, I have a solution that works for me and it makes it a lot more cleaner. It's not perfect, I still need to find a better method, but it's working for me for now. So HDMI, it runs to the side of the monitor, which is something again that I don't like. I wish it was on the back of the monitor because anybody can just pull this out and any accident can happen. But whatever, I gotta do what I gotta do until I get a monitor that allows me to run it from the back. Next thing is going to be audio. We all need audio, right? So my choice of audio is going to be the Sennheiser MKE 600. This is a fantastic XLR shotgun microphone and it sounds really, really good in my opinion. And all my clients like it and I really love it. So what I do is I take it and I mount it on top where the microphone mount goes. It goes in just like this, and boom, now I got a shotgun microphone. Next thing I'm going to add is this XLR cable. It is really, really chunky and it's really thick. I tried to find one that was a lot thinner, but I couldn't find anything that was thinner. I really wish I had something thinner because it is pretty thick, but it goes into the back of the XLR like this, and I run it inside channel 2. Because channel 1, I use it for the wireless lavalier. And the reason why I use it for the wireless lavalier is because I need to be able to run this small wire all the way around. And if I have it in channel 2, it just doesn't run all the way around and it won't fit there. So that's why it's in channel 1. Next thing is going to be my lens. I can't film anything with my eyeballs, so I have to use a lens, sadly. Now, if you're wondering what this is a ring that I use for the next item that I'm about to talk about to make me look more like a real professional filmmaker. It's going to be this small rig matte box. If you slap this on a camera, you are certified. I'm telling you, you're going to get a lot of jobs. So that's why I bought it. I'm really just joking. I hope you don't take this serious. Goes on just like this right onto the ring. Look at that, nice fit, snug. And you take this and you screw it down. As you screw it down, look at that, you got you a matte box. Now you can go out there and film anything and you just look really, really cool. You take it, you can tighten it down just so you can get the sun flares out of your lens. It works and it gets the job done. Lastly, is something that I don't always put on my camera, but I put it on whenever I know I'm gonna do a bunch of interviews, and it's going to be my tripod quick release plate. One thing I do wish and I do want is actually a rosette plate, because I do plan on buying cinema glass, and I think what would be really nice if I was able to mount a second side handle, because I love the side handle that comes with the FX6, and I feel like if I was to have 2 of them, man, it would just be so much more comfortable because I use the side handle a lot when I'm shooting more than the top handle. And when I get a cinema glass, I obviously want to mount a follow focus on it, and I think they have a small rig Magic Fizz arm that allows you to pull focus with just the arm. So if I can have 2 arms like this, man, I think that would be amazing. So if any of you guys know how I can do that, maybe I need a rosette plate, I think. So if any of you guys have a solution, or any of you guys know an arm that I'm able to connect with this, please let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, I'm really considering the small rig Magic Fizz. If you use that with the FX6 on cinema glass, please let me know, because I really want to get a second side handle going with this. I feel like it would just be so much more comfortable, kind of have it looking like the Red Komodo. You're able to attach 2 side handles. That's what I want, and that's what I'm trying to go for. So, and that is pretty much it. That is my rig, my FX6 rig breakdown. Again, it's nothing crazy. This is what I use for events, and honestly, I like it, and it gets the job done. Without further ado, I really hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm not trying to make it too long. I just want to show you guys, for people who are wondering, what do I use? This is everything that I use, and I recommend all of this gear. If you enjoyed today's video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I'm gonna see you in the next video. Abiantu, Banjo.